Clara was running through the ruins as the roar of Soviet cannons shook the city. As a French nurse, she stayed in Berlin during the darkest days of the war. The medical bag she carried on her back was heavier than her grief. That morning, she saw a wounded Soviet soldier in the hospital. While Clara was cleaning his wound, Victor took his hand and said something in Russian. She didn't understand, but her heart started beating fast. She secretly visited Victor for a week. They didn't know each other's language, but while Clara was reading poems to him in French, Victor was holding a small necklace in his hand. There was a rainbow-colored stone on the necklace. "Take it," he said in broken English. "It's yours now." Clara felt a mix of emotions wash over her as she gazed at the rainbow-colored necklace, a symbol of hope amidst despair. Their moments together became a refuge, a sanctuary where words were unnecessary. Each day, Clara would read her poetry, and Victor would listen intently, his expression revealing the unspoken bond growing between them. The hospital room transformed into a world only they could understand, where laughter and tears mingled freely. As the oppressive sounds of war echoed outside within those walls, Clara and Victor created a fleeting paradise. Yet the threat of reality loomed ever-present, reminding Clara that her time with Victor was limited. One day, while organizing Victor's belongings, Clara stumbled upon an old photo tucked away in the chaos. It was a picture of a younger Victor smiling with a group of friends, carefree and full of life. Confusion swirled in her mind as she realized this man hiding behind the soldier mask had a life she knew nothing about. She felt a deep longing to uncover the secrets of his past, a desire that pushed her to dig deeper. In a dimly lit room, Clara discovered letters and photographs scattered across a desk, each piece whispering stories of love loss and hope. The contrast between the joyful memories captured in those snapshots and the pain of the present weighed heavy on her heart. Clara knew that understanding Victor's hidden past would bridge the gap between their worlds. As Clara read through the letters, her heart raced with each revelation about Victor's past. His journey unfolded like a tragic tale filled with laughter and love that had been stolen away by the chaos of war. She felt as if she were piecing together a puzzle, each letter a fragment of the man she was growing to care for deeply. The weight of his experiences hung heavily in the air, yet Clara found strength in knowing both their lives had been irrevocably altered. In her mind's eye, she envisioned Victor in happier days, sharing joyful moments with friends at a cafe, voices full of life oblivious to the impending storm of conflict. Clara realized that by uncovering his hidden past, she could help Victor reclaim part of himself. With a deep breath, Clara decided to confront Victor about the life he had hidden away. She entered his hospital room with the letters clutched tightly, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she approached him, she could see a flicker of curiosity in his tired eyes, and she knew this was the moment that could change everything. Clara began sharing the stories she had uncovered, speaking of the laughter and love that once filled his life, hoping to inspire a spark within him. Victor listened intently, his expression shifting from surprise to a profound vulnerability as the memories began to wash over him. In that intimate moment, Clara realized they were forging a connection, bridging the chasm between his haunting past and their shared present. As Clara and Victor sat side by side on the hospital bed, an unspoken bond began to form between them. Her hand rested gently on his, offering warmth and comfort as she shared more stories of his life before the war. Each word wove a tapestry of memories that illuminated Victor's expression, drawing forth emotions he had long buried. Clara could see the flicker of hope in his eyes, a reflection of the man he once was and could still become. The letters became more than mere words. They were bridges to a past that shaped Victor's identity. In that moment, as he gripped the letters tightly, Clara understood the power of sharing one's history. It was a step toward healing, a path leading them both toward a... Clara watched as Victor closed his eyes, a single tear escaping down his cheek, marking the release of emotions he had kept hidden for so long. The memories flooded back to him, washing over him like a tide filled with both pain and joy. In that quiet hospital room where sunlight streamed through the window, the barriers that once separated their lives began to dissolve. Clara felt a warmth envelop them, a shared understanding blossoming between two souls, finding solace in each other's presence. For the first time in years, Victor spoke softly, recounting tales of love lost and friendships cherished, igniting a flame of hope that flickered in the dim corners of his heart. Clara listened intently, realizing that her presence was not just comforting him, but awakening the vibrant life that still thrived within him. Clara smiled encouragingly at Victor, her eyes sparkling with empathy as he began to share more of his past stories. Each word he spoke seemed to lift a weight off his shoulders, revealing the vibrant man he had once been. As she listened, Clara felt a deep sense of purpose. She was helping him rediscover parts of himself that had long been shrouded in darkness. Victor's face revealed a mix of relief and gratitude, transforming from a mask of sorrow to one of hope as he opened up about his feelings and memories. With every shared tale, their connection deepened, creating a bond forged in understanding and compassion. In that sacred space, both Clara and Victor knew they were on the brink of something beautiful. The beginning of healing and the rekindling. Victor reached for a worn leather-bound magazine on the nightstand, his hands shaking slightly as he opened it, preparing to share his secrets. The delicate pages revealed a world of memories, sketches, and heartfelt words penned in moments of solitude. History touched every entry. She felt the weight of Victor's experiences pressed against her heart. The air was full of anticipation as Victor began to read aloud. His voice was steady but soft. Clara, animating the written words in each passage, painted a vivid picture of a rich life in Victor's life as he decently traveled. Victories and struggles. At that moment, Clara realized that this diary was not just a collection of thoughts. He realized that there was a bridge connecting them over time. After completing the book, Victor left the door crying sadly without saying anything.